Morning, one sec. This is going to be a bit of a rant, I'm afraid. Hello, make sure you say hello when you come on. Hey, Stella. Alrighty. Whoa, lots of people on. Okay, so today's a bit of a rant, and it's just a culmination of a whole bunch of conversations that I've had over the last few days. Hey, Tally. Hey, Angela. And it's, you know, it never ceases to amaze me just how many hurdles people put in front of themselves that are standing in the way between them and success. And you know what the biggest thing is? It's here, it's between their ears. So some are happy stories. I spoke with somebody that I've known for quite a little while, and I've coached them in the past off and on, and they were just unwilling to take the leap, All of the skills in the world, amazing minds, you know, an amazing mind, and everything that they needed to be a success, that had so many signs that success was theirs if they wanted it. And they just kept staying in the same old freaking routine, doing the same old stuff. Hey, Lou. And I got a message this morning saying, you know, about a week ago, I got a message from this person saying, right, I'm done, I've had enough, I'm going to take the leap. This is what I'm going to be able to, you know, I'm going to do it. I'm meeting with people today, I'm pulling the pin on what I'm doing, and I'm going to be doing this. So this person made a decision, and then their message to me this morning was that the phone hasn't stopped ringing. They've been invited to speak. They've been invited to present at some major industry event, and the phone is ringing hot with clients wanting to work with this person. And I'm like, you could have freaking had this 12 months ago, you know this, don't you? And it was just this person sitting in the comfort zone and not being prepared to leap. And so the minute that they leapt, the magic has started to happen. I mean, incredible stuff has started to happen. This person isn't even having to run Facebook ads or reach out to people. People are coming to them. As soon as their metaphorical doors were open, people were ready to do business because this person has such a reputation. They were just waiting for the day that this person finally got their shit together and decided that they were going to run their business. And so, you know, that's a great story because this person actually took the leap. But as I said, it could have happened longer than that, I reckon. Maybe 2 years ago, this could have happened. So this person put themselves through hell for the last 2 years and, you know, dipped their toe in a little bit and then went back and dipped their toe in and went back and then, you know, told themselves a story about why it wouldn't work or whatever. And they wasted 2 years. You know, that person could be 2 years further down the track today had they taken that leap then. Their intuition, everything was screaming yes, that this was the right thing to do. I was there validating, saying this is absolutely going to work, no problem at all. And I'm the first person to say if it's not going to. And yeah, as I say, they finally got out of their own way, took the leap, and now the universe has risen up to meet them, you know, in the form of best case scenario, everybody wanting to work with this person, being invited to speak everywhere. Yeah, exactly. At least they finally took the leap. So that's one amazing one. And then the next story is about somebody who contacted me yesterday. And this person has been in my world for a long, long time. Back when I first was studying my coaching accreditation back in 2000, I think it was. And this person was part of the program, and they just moved from overseas, and they were highly successful. I remember going to their beautiful office that overlooked the water, and the decor was incredible, and this woman looked amazing every time. And basically back then I wanted to be her. You know, I lived in a country town, I was running my taekwondo school, I was breaking out into my coaching, and I remember looking at this person thinking, you know, that's what I want to be that person. And this person had everything going on. You know, when I couldn't afford to get things printed out, she had these amazing glossy, you know, brochures that just, you know, there was just no way in my mind that I would ever get to that point. And so much going for this woman, and the height of success, incredible success. And right now she's, you know, struggling and in a hole, and contacted me about coaching, and of course I'm a big investment, and you know, this person's invested before, plenty of times before, but the words were something along the lines of, I just don't trust myself that I would invest the money and not still be here at the end of it. I'll come back to that in a second, Pauline, but yeah, the actual words were, I don't trust myself that I will invest in this and not end up here again where I am right now. And I just thought, wow, you know, wow. That's a really awesome example of a shitty mindset. You know, this person knows the work, they're a coach themselves. They know that when you take a leap like that, the universe rises up to meet you. But this person is so stuck. And again, you know, I'm on their website and I'm having a look at their stuff and thinking, this person could be successful like that, The thing that's missing is the decision to be so, and not even to invest with me. That's beside the point. If you make a decision, that you're going to succeed, if you decide that there is no other option, then that's just what happens. But you need to get yourself to that place. But the difference between the people who are doing things successfully and making money and all that sort of stuff and the ones that aren't is that they've locked in this tiny little brain of theirs. They've created this jail within their thinking, and they're going to remain stuck, because when you're stuck in that place, when you're desperately stuck in that place, the only way to get out of it is to get some help and to take a massive leap. You can't, like my post said this morning, you can't half-ass it. You can't take a little bit of a leap and then step back or think about taking a leap. You need to get to a point where things are so freaking bad, or you just can't take it anymore, that you have to take the leap because there is no other option. And knowing that when you do that, you just have to trust. You just have to trust that the universe is going to rise up to meet you. And it always does every single time. So the message this morning that I sent this person was, of course it did. This is what happens. It always happens every single time. Every time you decide that you're going to get a result and you actually fully commit to it, you get 100% convicted, it happens. I've got Christy on the line, on the call, on the Facebook stream. I can see you there, Christy. Christy is a freaking amazing example of this. Christy came to me as a coaching client, as what part of my Mastermind program, and she was working in a hairdressing salon. She owned a salon, had 2 on the go, and was constantly frazzled. So she's got 2 young daughters, twins that, you know, double trouble. Young girls, they weren't even at school yet. And was running these 2 salons and a lot of staff, you know, staffing stuff. I think when you have bricks and mortar and the nature of that sort of business, you know, you can't just take a freaking holiday, and you can't just decide you're going to take Monday, Wednesday, Friday off and that's it, because people call in sick, people quit, and then they take their, you know, your clients with them and all that sort of stuff. And so she was in this position where that was her life, and it was pretty stressful. And we decided, you know, she decided that she wanted to move into something else, something that was going to create a lifestyle business for her. And now she's living the freaking dream. Yes, I'm talking about you. You know, a little while ago, you would have seen me post about somebody who said they were sitting on a cruise ship, their business is at 6 figures, and she's about to cruise off into the sunset. And I've just noticed she's advertising her first summit for hairdressers. I mean, this is a woman that has moved mountains in such a short amount of time, and she decided that she was going to do that, and it happened. So within the, you know, just a little while, we've been working together, I'm not sure how many months, but she was able to sell the salon and move into this business that we created full time, and now she's killing it. And, you know, there is no end to the possibility for Christy. Her business is going nuts, and it's going to continue to go that way. And it was not easy. She didn't start with, oh, here's the idea and we just get from here to here, and it was a simple process. She had all sorts of shit thrown her way. And because of the nature of her business, which is salon memberships, there was a lot of legal requirements where she had to invest heavily to get all that stuff out of the way. But she did it all. And when she was hit with hurdles and, you know, issues within her other business, she's just dealt with them. 3 days to put together the summit. Yay, go Christy. But it was the decision, Christy, wasn't it? You decided to run that summit, and I have no doubt you're going to have the people there. I see the lineup that you've got there. I see you've got Jess, who's another one of my Mastermind clients. Jess and Christy work together on that Mastermind, and they're both powerhouse women, and together they're going to do amazing things, I know, as well as the stuff that they do separately. But The point is that, you know, you decide on something and then you just act. You don't give yourself time to think about it, to back out of it, all that sort of stuff. You've just got to take it by the balls and run with it at the end of the day. And if you're not achieving the things that you want to achieve, if you're not where you want to be, it's because you've created a set of beliefs and a story in your head that's telling you why you can't do it. I'm going to look at you and say, absolutely you can do it. What the hell is standing in the way? And you would struggle to say to me, oh, well, any legitimate reason other than I'm scared, I'm fearful, what if it doesn't work? At the end of the day, they're the main things. And my answer to that is always, well, you just decide you're going to make it work and you make it work. It's as simple as that. And when people really 100% throw themselves into something, that's when it works. That's when it works. That's when you get the result every time without fail. And if you're sitting there telling yourself that you can't because of whatever, then, you know, it all ends and starts with you. You have to decide to think differently. You have to decide where you want to point your thoughts. You have to decide on, you know, what you want to work. On my vision board over there, let me see if I can show it to you. Over there, there's a lot of stuff on that list that I hadn't ticked off this year, but in the last 2 weeks, I've been able to tick a shitload of them off. And not because they've happened this year, but they're locked in and paid for next year. It's done. It's a done deal. They don't need to be on my vision board again next year. It was the decision. I looked at it about a month ago and thought, that's not good enough. You know, there's still some stuff on there that I haven't ticked this year. It's not good enough. So that was me, yeah, just do it, people. So that was me just deciding, well, if that's not good enough, I need to change it and I need to make those things a reality. And so I pretty much ticked everything on that list, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, pretty awesome. So it's the decision to do it, and don't overthink it. And if you're not doing the things that you want to do and you're not getting the results that you want to get, it's because you're telling yourself you can't. It's as simple as that. As I said, I'm going to look at you and say, of course you can do it. Tell me why you can't. And it's going to be bullshit in your head, honestly. So it's important to get rid of that stuff. It's so important to get rid of it, because the moment that you decide that you want a result and you actually fully commit to it, that's when the magic happens. That's when the world opens up, the universe opens up and rises to meet you. It happens every single time without fail. Now, I've had some amazing people come through my programs, and it's the same deal every time. We get to a point where the brand is incredible, the offering is incredible, the person is the perfect fit. They have everything that they need to be successful. I've created the framework so that they have a scalable business. They can do 6 figures in a very short amount of time. And the reason that they don't is because they tell themselves they can't. There is no logical reason. And some succeed, like Christy, and others are still sitting there, you know, with a business model prepared to go nuts, telling themselves that they can't. And that's the difference between the Christies and the people that don't get there, you know. And I know Christy's had doubt along the way. You know, it was never ever an easy journey, but you know, 18 months down the track or whatever it is, and she's sitting on a multi 6-figure business and expanding rapidly week after week after week. And I'm so proud of her, because I know it wasn't easy, and I know there were many confidences of crisis. Thank you, Christy. You know, that means a lot to me. Christy's just said, you all need to join Michelle's classes. She won't let you fail. And that's true. You know, I go out of my way. And even all the women that have finished my mastermind, you know, I'm still there pushing them on and egging them on and sending them messages and encouraging them, because, you know, the work is done around their business model. It's just they need to get out of their own way and make it happen. And, yeah, I don't let people fail, but you've got to meet me halfway. You know, you've got to be prepared to bring it, and you've got to be prepared to be coachable. And if you can do those things, then I can get you there without fail, without a doubt. Anyway, that's it. Get out of your own freaking way if you're in your own way, and start to create a new set of beliefs, start to create a new story for yourself, and tell yourself what you want to focus on. Oh, that's the reason I was pointing to that. I have on the top of my vision board, but she also won't do it for you. No, I won't. I've got to teach her to fish. It says focus on what I do want, because just like everybody else, I'm human, and I did have a tendency to focus on the what ifs. What if it fails, or what if I don't get the numbers, or what if it... And so I decided that I was going to focus on what I did want instead. So I focused on the numbers that I did want. I focused on the programs that I did want to run. I focused on the result that I did want. I didn't focus on the what if it didn't work out that way. And the result is that the outcome that I desire keeps showing up time and time and time again. And that's what you need to do as well. Focus on what you do want. And when you're asking yourself, what if it fails? Instead, ask yourself, well, what about if it succeeded the way that I really want it to? What if it does exactly what my intuition tells me it could do? Ask yourself that question. Better questions are going to give you better answers, and they're going to give you a better mindset. Anyway, to finish up, I'm going to tell you about, I've got 2 programs starting next week. I've got my Leverage Facebook Live to sell more of your stuff. So if you've been sitting on the fence about doing Facebook Live and you really want to know how to leverage it and sell from Facebook Live, and to build a really strong community around that, then do that program. It starts on Monday. And the other one that I'm starting on Monday, because I didn't want to wait until the new year, is journal your way to rich, fit and famous online. So it's basically everything that I've ever done in my life that's generated success started with me writing in my journal. And I journal every single day. Every single day I'm journaling my way to my next level. Every single day I'm journaling my way to what I want next. I'm troubleshooting problems, I'm coming up with program ideas. All of the good stuff that you see comes to me through my journaling practice. And I'm running a program that starts on Monday that is basically over 5 days. I'm going to teach you exactly how I journal and the different journaling prompts that I use, and how I continue to up level and stay close to my big picture vision through those exercises. So if you want to be a part of those, I'm going to post them in the comments, and then I'll post them in the link or in the description above the video, and you can go and check them out. But as I say, they both start on Monday, so there's not a whole bunch of time left to get onto those, but hopefully I'll see you in the group. Both those programs are so worthwhile. If you're not doing Facebook Live yet, or you're doing it but you're not selling anything through your Facebook Lives, then you've got to do that program. Facebook is allowing us to run our Facebook Lives right now. It's not interfering, it's not charging us or anything like that. So now's the time to make hay, because we never know how long this is going to last with Facebook, because they do what they do. So now is the time to really leverage it and make the most of it, and build this tribe of yours for free, and have an awesome time doing it, and sell more of your stuff right now. Now's the time to get on it. Not next year, right now is the time to do it. So I'll post those links up, and if you're interested, I'd love to see you in the group. I'm about to deliver my very last day of Make an Extra 5K this month, and it's the last day, and really excited to jump in and deliver that content for the ladies and get them handballed and out there and earning that money over the next few weeks. Exciting times ahead. Anyway, have an amazing day, and get out of your own way. Number 1 lesson. Bye.